You know what I keep thinking about?
Probably a lot.
It's really stupid. The other day in the car, I was like having a flashback of the days I used to sing in church.
You used to sing in
Oh
church.
yeah, I sung in a
Wait, what did you sing?
like early college. I sung in a praise and worship band, and we had like this famous. I would say she is famous, gospel songwriter,
Okay.
and she came and like basically not interned, but she got hired by our church to be our leader. And so she led our choir and our praise teams, but she would also sing and she'd bring special guests and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, we used to warm up and check our mics
Yeah.
and she
Did you guys play the penis game?
what's that?
Come on, you didn't play the penis game when you were in high school when you're like penis and then someone has to
This
say it
was
louder than
church,
you and you're like
Cal.
penis and you're in the middle of a movie. Come on.
No, we would
Okay.
do like,
We had
okay,
different
let's say I'm
childhoods.
like mic one, you're mic two, three, whatever. I'd be like, check in mic one, check one, check one. And she'd come up there with her cordless mic because, you know, she had a fancy mic and she'd be like,
Mm.
check in one. And she'd like sing real loud,
She
but
would
say
sing?
the same.
Like you're like, bitch, we don't need you to do this.
And then we had
I
like,
guess you do though.
we had this guy, he always would joke and he'd be like, debit card too, because everybody else would say check. Anyway.
Honestly, I'm so glad you explained it because I was like, I don't understand. I was like, debit card isn't funny.
But it came back to me like the other day. I just was,
It's
I don't
all
know.
coming back. It's
Oh.
coming back to me. You know Celine.
Oh, I know Celine.
That's Celine, right?
Celine is on my list of people I sing in the car. Yeah.
Celine better be on anybody's
Anybody's
list for
list.
everything.
Oh,
Have you watched the new Voice?
no.
You need to.
Okay.
You need to.
The other thing I've been wanting to watch is America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while. and-
Yeah. But I like the Voice because I like listening to people sing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like America's Got Talent, they're like throwing swords at each
It's
other
a
and
bit
shit.
cringe, though, on The Voice or American Idol or whatever, because when they're bad, it really sticks out.
Yeah. No,
And
none of these
some
people were
get
bad.
through. They weren't bad.
No. Yeah.
Oh, champions. Who's
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson's on there?
I would let Kelly Clarkson ruin my life. I would let Kelly Clarkson ruin my life in multiple dimensions.
Oh.
Multiple times.
Snap.
Any version of Kelly Clarkson.
Should we have
Any
talked
version.
about this on the BDSM episode?
Oh my God. Kelly Clarkson is a kink. If Kelly Clarkson can be a kink, she's mine.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay, what about
I
her?
love her. She's weird. She's herself. She's always said fuck the media.
Yeah.
And she like on The Voice, she just acts like a fucking idiot and like a child. She cries every 3 minutes. I just love her. And she's hot as hell.
Why one of your reasons was I love her?
Yes. Well, first of all, that's hard for me. So I love her.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? But like she's also, and something about Kelly Clarkson's voice, Kelly Clarkson is the one woman you're like, do not cover my song. Do not do a remake of my song because it will be better.
You shouldn't try.
Do not, because like you know what I mean? If I were ever a singer, I'd be like anybody but Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah. Yeah. You know who I feel about this? Not necessarily like
Rihanna.
her voice, because she does sing well, but is Pink.
Oh, Pink. Well, this
Pink-
is that same generation.
Pink is like sexy, badass.
Pink is a missed lesbian.
Oh, yeah.
It's like lesbianism just went
Mhm.
right past her. And she was like,
Mhm.
well,
She's like strong and fit, and
yeah.
I don't know, something about her body is like, ugh.
She married a BMX dude.
Yeah, and they're like real honest people. Like she's talked about how they've struggled in their relationship. She just seems real.
Yeah.
She slashed his tires and was like, I got mad.
I'd let her slip my throat.
And now they're touring around New York to support their daughter who's doing theater, like Broadway, because that's her dream. And she said she followed us for all these years. We're following her. Like, stop.
Stop.
Yeah.
What are our other kids doing?
I don't know.
Trash.
They've been rejected.
They've been
family.
removed. All
They
right.
mean nothing to them.
You ready to start this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh, we got to clap.
I forgot we got to clap because eventually this is all of our B-roll.
I feel like we've been really struggling on the clap. Let's try to get it. That's mostly a note to me.
We've been struggling on the clap.
Okay, ready?
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was
It
good.
on.
It was good.
All right.
Last-
Next said 2 thumbs.
Yeah. Last week, Rachel was about 1.5 beats off. It was like this.
Feed my pants. It wasn't
It was
me.
bad.
I must be my pants after
Yeah,
that.
I know. I'm gonna have to do a clip of us just literally no words, just laughing of you. And she looked at me like she was stunned. She was like, like I did it.
I swear I have good rhythm and beats, you
Yeah,
know?
as you just admitted to me that you were a singer.
Yeah.
Wait, why have I never heard you sing?
Not many people do.
Actually, I heard that's not true. Remember, I have to still put the clip up of you singing Mary Had a Little Lamb because I didn't
That
know the
wasn't
words
like
to Mary Little
serious.
Lamb. Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Yeah, but that was more just like playing around.
Okay.
I don't sing for people in small crowds. That doesn't, I don't mean that to sound egotistical, but the smaller the
Why
crowd
would that
or the,
sound egotistical?
well, to be like, oh, I only sing for big crowds.
I only do it when there's an auditorium.
Right. But I mean by that is people close to me or like small groups of people way of, I can't. Too intimidated.
Oh, are you nervous? You get
My
nervous.
mom.
Do you have nerve or stage fright?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I get really anxious and shaky and my mouth gets dry. I never really did singing
Hmm.
for church. Like, I don't know,
Well, Jesus
maybe
doesn't judge you or some shit.
right.
Jesus was ugly as fuck. Do you see his feet? Weird. Why is his feet out? Free feet at church? That's crazy.
Oh, no comment. I can't. I can't with you. You got your feet locked down and
Could
protected
you
today.
imagine if someone went to church and took a picture of Jesus's feet on the crucifix and put it online and it sold?
I would believe that because, you know, some of the most fetished people are hiding in those churches.
They ain't hiding.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they are in there. I agree.
They're in there
They
taking pictures.
they be up in there.
I don't think we even had a crucifix, and it was a non-denominational, like more modern church.
I don't even know what that means. What's non-denominational? If there's nothing, why
They
are you
try to
denominating?
appease to everybody.
What's denominating?
It's not overtly Catholic, overtly Baptist, overtly a denomination.
It's just like we thought a dude came down, did do the things that they did.
Well, I will say they don't like I don't think certain people would agree with their tenets and things like that. So, but they try to cover the gist and the bases, I think, in non-denomination.
Do they say scotch at church? Is that where you got it? Just scotch.
No.
I think it's one of your favorite words.
I love it.
I love it.
Just a scotch.
I love it. Well, I'm Kel. Welcome to
I'm Rachel. Welcome
Wel-
back.
welcome back to Me Second. This is our podcast where you're victim to listening to us talk.
Sorry,
Yeah,
but welcome.
we're not
And,
sorry.
you know, I'm just trying to turn my ship around because I was on the decline 5 minutes ago.
You could call Rachel the Titanic today because and if I were Jack, she's Rose and she's pushing me
Please
off.
off that damn
She's
door.
like, get the fuck off my plank.
Not enough space on the door.
She did. And it's fine. I still love her. I'll freeze into the water, just,
I still love you too, but
shaking.
yeah, today
Okay.
we're done. The day is done.
Nobody come in here and piss us off.
I'm teetering on the edge.
Teetering on the edge.
I'm back.
She's back.
All right.
Okay.
Where are we going?
We're going to do some of the stuff that we did last week. I think it was fun. I think we had like good banter with it.
I loved it.
Okay. So I think we should start with the build your top 5 because it's just like completely mindless and fun.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a build your top 5. Choose your 5-person team. You're starting a civilization. Ground zero. No one here. Just you. Okay. You get 5 of these motherfuckers. First, you got to withstand them.
5 more than me or 4?
No, you are 1. No, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yeah. 5 plus you. Okay. So you only get to pick 5 of these.
Okay.
Engineer,
No.
artist, therapist. Probably not going to pick that. Farmer, teacher, doctor, philosopher, soldier, comedian, politician.
Oh, easy.
Okay, send it.
All right. Can you read them one more time?
Yeah. Yeah. Engineer. I'll put it up on here. No, I won't. No, I won't. Don't get fucking crazy. Engineer, artist, therapist, farmer, teacher, doctor, philosopher, soldier, comedian.
Yep.
Okay, send it.
I'm going to choose
Yeah.
artist,
Yes.
doctor,
Mm.
philosopher,
Mm.
farmer, Did I
Okay.
already say that?
Yeah. No, you didn't say that.
Artist, farmer, doctor, philosopher, comedian.
Really?
Yeah. I'm already a therapist, so we
Well,
don't.
I knew that one. Yeah,
There's
you're
one.
already the therapist. Okay. No engineer.
Nah.
No, you went doctor for
You want to
that?
know why?
What?
I never met
You're a
an
lesbian?
right. That's actually a good
The
answer
way you turned around, you said, right, that's a better answer.
than what I was going to say.
Yeah, right.
No, I really have never met an engineer that I can get along with. They have different brains.
Too mathematical.
A little autistic.
Mm,
That's not to like put anybody down. I don't.
maybe it is.
I know. I
I'm
just
kidding.
think they think differently, honestly.
Yeah, they do.
And I just don't know that I could maybe have the patience for that.
You don't think a philosopher thinks differently? Or an artist?
Well,
Or a
yes.
comedian?
Yes. This different is
You
what I'm saying.
that different
I
doesn't
don't
fit
love
with your
it.
different?
And if I'm picking my civilization,
Okay.
I also feel like maybe that's the problem with our current civilization is people who, I mean, we've built a lot quickly
Yeah.
and it has to keep getting bigger and better and expanding. I don't need all that.
Is engineering like artist but effective? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it like just artistry, but it's effective and I don't know, communism? Capitalism, not communism. My brain is fucked today.
What do you mean by
Roll
that?
that back. Like capitalism, like is a like an
Oh.
architect. Like if an artist came up and was like, I'm gonna put all these bricks together for you just to look at.
It's visual, whereas they maybe okay.
It's practical. Like it's useful. It has utility.
Yeah, because I don't think you need to be an engineer to build a house. I don't.
No, you don't. I could build
Like
you a
for
house.
early civilization.
I could build you a house. It'd be shit, but I could build
Also,
it.
we can live in many different ways. We don't need the intense knowledge necessarily.
Not me.
Also,
I'm bougie.
I think like
I need air conditioning.
okay, but we're going back to civilization.
I
in the
know, that's
beginning.
fucked.
You should have
That's why
hired.
engineers on my
You're
list.
gonna have an engineer. Okay.
Engineers on my list, doctors on my list, farmers on my list. I am already a philosopher. And then I would probably pick, honestly, I would pick a comedian for a personality hire. You have to have a personality hire.
I agree.
You know what I mean? But I did think about going back on the comedian because I don't know if I can take someone funnier than me.
Oh, so you're the comedian and the philosopher
And the artist.
and oh my.
And I'm honestly a teacher. So there's
So
a
you
lot
don't
of
need
things here.
anybody.
Honestly, I think I could do all these things. Except farming, I want the air
You
conditioning.
remember that first episode when you were talking about how you thought you were a narcissist and I
Yeah.
said, no.
Are you taking it back now?
No.
Yeah. Okay. I thought this was gonna be the moment. We're gonna be on like episode 5,000, and Rachel's gonna be like, "This is
Now's
the
the
time.
time."
This is the time." I think it's taken me 5,000 episodes to realize you're a narcissist.
You know, that might be a little bit why I said I don't need an architect. I definitely can't build shit. But
But you're just like personality wise, we're not gonna mesh.
I can't do the work, but I do have a big brain and I think I'm pretty smart. And I think I can put two and two together logically. But where did I learn all that?
Honestly,
I guess if I'm going back to the beginning, I don't know those things.
if a doctor can sew up all the little shit in my body, they can figure out a fucking building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm agreeing with that. Yeah.
And this is no offense to all the teachers because I'm sure they're going to come at me. My best friend's a teacher, so obviously I love teachers. But I feel like we all are teachers in our own right.
Absolutely.
And we're all learning from each other.
You all are teachers.
Yeah.
Everyone's a teacher.
Everyone's a teacher, so that's all right.
And everybody's been taught.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're not here listening to this, then maybe you haven't. I don't know.
What was the other one I left out? Therapist.
You left out, there was a lot. Therapist, teacher, soldier, politician. I don't need a soldier nor a politician.
Hell no.
No. Fuck that.
I think if we're going back in civilization and starting over, we're done with politics.
Anarchy. That's what, like everybody for themselves,
I was
right?
maybe voting for like.
Is that everybody for themselves?
Is dystopian where you're.
We're fucked.
Utopia.
Maybe we do need a teacher.
Utopia. Utopia.
Is it utopia?
Where it's
you
like
can say anything to me right now.
And happy and like we're choosing peace.
No, I think dystopian is after like a civilization has fallen.
Oh.
And then I think utopia is a new civilization, not because of the fallen one, I believe. Like I think it's just like a utopia, like it's a new. Like I don't think it's like because fallen rebuilt, it's more of like new. But that could be so fucking wrong.
There was a show I feel like I watched, and it was about they like lived off the land somewhere, and they did this where they were a group of people who had to survive together and get along and all that. And I feel like they called it Utopia.
Okay, you know what?
But also the
I'm gonna go
show,
ahead and
there is an
retract.
actual show, Utopia, but I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, no, you were right. An imagined place or state of things in which everything is perfect. What is perfect?
Well, I'm not, and
We can't go
just
here.
not anarchy.
Yeah, I guess maybe I don't know what anarchy is. Maybe I need to look up. I'm politics.
Google it right now.
If there's something I'm bad at, it's politics.
Anarchy is madness.
I thought. Well, okay. Well, what's perfection? Madness. Lawlessness. That's what I want. Lawlessness, a state of disorder due to the absence or non-recognition of authority or other controlling systems. Yeah, fuck all that. I want that.
Is that because you don't think in a utopia you could have positive, I don't even need to call it perfect, but peace, functional, everybody's content and happy without or with laws? You think laws would destroy that?
I think hierarchy destroys that.
Hierarchy destroys,
I think even the process and the thought of hierarchy destroys us.
who manages, which I know the answer to this, but it's rhetorical. Who manages the fact that we're all kind of following these expectations together, even if we don't call them laws, but they're expectations or values, like in group
Mm-hmm.
therapy, we develop values for our group so that we respect one another and we don't cross lines or hurt each other. In our civilization, who's managing that and ensuring that it's happening?
Well, why are you protecting or respecting? Why is there hurt or harm? Why do you need respected?
I think because our ego will lead us there.
Then let it.
But what do we do with it?
Let them.
We have madness and anarchy then.
But we do, and that is. But also, I would agree. So one of my favorite.
Please do not make let them come up in
No,
all
I'm
of
not.
our
I'm not.
episodes.
And so, but
I hate that.
but I think that the fact that because we are fearful, like you're saying, but then who's going to do it? Well, nobody does it because there's nothing to be done.
But there is. I
What?
think that's denying
Okay, what's the fear?
a whole portion of who we are and what happens in nature with other people is to say we don't need that and we would just do it and we would just figure it out. It would be hard. And I think that's how we've gotten here is by trial and error of not doing that for some time
Mm-hmm.
and then saying, okay, well, what might help this a little bit? Be a little bit more not chopping each other's heads off, literally.
But would you argue that this is the right answer?
No,
Well, then try something different. Don't go back.
we have. I would say we have tried.
Well,
a
but
lot.
we can't like erase our politics. Like we are so deep right now. There's no erasing what we've done.
Well, but I'm not even speaking about politics. I'm speaking about way, way, way back at the beginning. Even like, I think even Native Americans on this land had
Mhm.
some sort of structure and hierarchy. We know that.
I think they are more towards elders,
Yeah, like it's
I believe.
more of a respect.
I love this word.
I know you do. But also they have expectations and there are certain value systems that they implement. It's a belief system.
But I think that's more towards the earth.
Sure, because they are on the earth and they are functioning there.
Yeah.
So earth is like one of them. It's part of them.
Yeah. I think they more manage themselves towards the way that nature and earth plays a role in their lives as like a part of their ecosystem
Mhm.
rather than a political system.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting.
So yeah, but
politics.
so what I'm saying is like I think most people, if it were like this, I mean, I don't really have a lot of, I don't know, evidence of what could go wrong if nothing's gone wrong.
With what?
With if I start a new civilization, I have all these people, what can go wrong? Nothing's gone wrong.
Assuming we don't know what we know.
Even if I do know.
Your original assumption would be nothing could go wrong. Let's use this structure.
Okay.
Okay. And then my assumption, based on what I know now, is that it would, because it did and it has.
I guess we would need to know what fell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably a whole different thing would fall because it's a different time and different people and a whole different thing.
my answer's still anarchy.
Okay.
I want that lawless shit. I want people to do whatever the fuck they want. I want to know what that looks like.
What if that looks like killing you?
See ya. I was dying anyways.
You were.
I signed up to get killed in the military.
Yeah.
What's the difference? That's anarchy. You're running into a field of people trying to kill you.
I just think, what's the point then?
Exactly. What's the point? Why have a political system if there's no point?
I'm not who's bringing up political system?
Well, that's what you're saying, like anarchy or utopia or these types of things. I was like, well, like why have a hierarchy of anything?
But you're saying hierarchy equals politics.
Hierarchy is politics.
You think?
Yeah, there is no hierarchy in our species.
Sure there is.
Say more.
You don't think there's hierarchy in animals?
I do think there's a hierarchy in animals. That's not all the same species.
Would we call that politics for animals?
I wouldn't,
Why?
because they aren't playing off of politics. They're playing off
Why is there
an intuitive,
hierarchy not political, but ours is?
because they don't follow all the rules. Like things do happen. Like nature's
We
chaos.
don't follow all the rules.
I agree that
Our nature is chaos.
I agree that and we try to restrain it. And I think that's why we get so fucked up.
But my thought is, even with rule, there still is chaos. People still can make their choice, and they do.
Mm-hmm.
It happens all the time, all day, every day.
So why have rule? Then I'm just letting down expectation.
I think rule is just a boundary so that things aren't so wildly out of control.
What is control? I ain't never seen perfect anyways. Ain't ever. I just said ain't ever seen perfect anyways. That is my country bumpkin hometown.
I'm gonna be real bold saying
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Yeah.
I call bullshit to your theory about it doesn't matter and I'm just gonna die anyways, and
Okay.
that's the natural cause. Take me out.
I
do.
I signed up today to jump 400 feet off a cliff in Moab.
Okay.
Fuck it. Whatever, if something happens, it happens. I want to jump. I want to experience. I signed up to the military.
Why do you want to experience?
Yeah, I just want to experience.
But why?
What do you mean why?
There's no point. So why experience?
There's no point. Yeah, I don't need a point.
What if you died yesterday and you didn't have the experience?
That's what it was. I don't need a point. That's what I'm saying. There is no point, so I'm doing whatever the fuck I want.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm leading myself lawlessly.
Why wouldn't though?
I feel like everybody just needs a point.
I think though we see that ability. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to go jump off this cliff. It's
Hell
living, it's experiencing. Why would I not want to have more of that? If
More.
it happens and more comes, great. But why wouldn't I do what I could and what I have ability to minimize risk of it ending? We can't control the end.
Mm-hmm.
We know that. But if you can be honest, there are things we have done that have reduced other risks that would have ended it a lot sooner.
Yeah.
My belief is that the world wouldn't be as we know it now had we not done what we've done.
And what have we done?
I'm just saying, if we've not,
well, I'm asking, like, what do you mean? Like, what, like, of what we've done?
Lived the way we did and created the structure we did and built the things we've built and found modern medicine and used science. If we hadn't done all those things, we already know we're living longer.
Mm-hmm.
We are mitigating disease or prolonging life with disease. I'm not saying that we have to do that to infinity.
Mm-hmm.
I do have the simultaneous question of when is enough.
Okay.
But my thought is, if life be lifing,
if life be
why
lifing,
not do it as safely, as happily, as peacefully, as productively as possible without hurting people? We're still hurting people even in law. So my point is, without it, it's more catastrophic.
Wow, these were such interesting words you used throughout this whole thing. I was just so it was so interesting. Well, I don't harm. I like what is harm? Like this is what I mean. Like what are all these things? What is catastrophic? If death isn't catastrophic, like if that's the catastrophic, well, that was coming to me anyways.
Yeah,
and
I think it is catastrophic.
Is it?
I think it's both catastrophic and beautiful. I think it's natural.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's not horrible, just as it's great. I think we've talked about that. Same with pain, loss, grief, love. Love is simultaneously destructive and amazing.
So why do you do that?
I think
Is it worth
maybe
the risk?
adrenaline.
It's worth the
Sure.
risk. Yeah, that's me. It's worth the risk.
To keep living.
No, it's just worth the risk. I want to experience it. It's not to keep living.
But you don't experience it if you're not here.
Yeah, but you're also not considering the fact that I don't know what's next and I don't think it's bad.
I don't either.
Right. So when you're like, well, why would I want more of this? Well, I don't know. The next one could be better.
But my thought is, even if I'm doing whatnot to protect our group, let's just say our new civilization,
Five
if the
people.
thought is let's be abundant, let's produce and whatever we're doing
Mm-hmm.
because it's enjoyable here. Because I find a lot of what goes on in life to be just as much joy as it is misery. So
Yeah, so what's the point?
the point to me is it's going to go its course how it's going to go, but I would like to prevent as much pain while I'm here as possible because I know for certain there is pain. There is misery. There is all of these negative things. It's
Mm-hmm.
coming whether I like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to have less of that.
Do you think you've done a good job
Of
of avoiding pain?
I haven't avoided pain.
Well, you said I'm trying to create less pain as possible.
I think I've learned how to navigate pain.
Well, so
But there's a lot I could be doing that would create more of it. Sure.
but you don't know because you haven't done it. So there's no verification that would equal pain.
That's fair.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what's going to be better or worse. So I might as well just do what I want to do.
Well, I do think though we know logically what is the opposite of something not happening of what could happen. If not this, then this. There are that is philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
And that is
Well,
science. Science tells us if not this, then that. It's been tested.
yeah, it's not a then. It's not a then, an or an and. It's just is. That's what I mean. It's not this or that. It's not like it's either you get this, you get pain or you don't. You get experience or you get death.
And
Right. It's just I got experience. It doesn't have to be, you know what I mean? Like when you look at the contrast of things, all the contrasts that we know, we don't have our lived experience has no contrast.
I think the contrast comes from language. We have put meaning to the contrast. Oh, this feels different. What do I call that? Because I know it didn't feel like this that I call this.
So why are we calling it lived if we haven't died?
I think we've just developed words for what we know, honestly.
Well, then fuck.
Why do we call it an apple instead of an orange?
I know. Why
Because
the
we
fuck
just
do we
do.
do that? I have a lot of questions about lot of English words. Why did we call it this instead of this? But I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I mean. I don't know. I don't know the contrast of anything until I do it. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, so your civilization would start with anarchy.
Wow,
and
way to
see
bring it
how
back.
goes.
That was so good.
And just see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm just not even gonna start with anything. I'm just gonna be like, let's do.
Let's show up.
Let's.
So why did you choose specific people then?
Because I don't have skills that I would
So
like.
you would like to implement some sort of control to have some kind of outcome.
It's for my selfish desire if I get to do it and I get to pick. It said you pick. It put me in a leadership position.
Oh my gosh.
Well, if I get to pick, I'm
You're
gonna pick.
such a smart ass.
It's true. If I'm gonna pick, I'm gonna pick.
And if
that doesn't mean I'm gonna stay in that.
If I'm gonna pick, I don't want somebody having anarchy to just lop my head off because they get annoyed with me today.
So I'm not the philosopher that she's picking.
Smack you with this mic stand today like I wanted to, did I? No, because I have law.
That means I'm not the philosopher that Rachel picked for her civilization.
No,
Because I would be out fucking running like Tarzan. And she'd be like, wait a goddamn minute. I
would like to trade in my philosopher for the engineer.
Yeah,
take that.
yeah, honestly, they're going to do a lot better than I am. Because I'm going to be out there and be like, what do you guys think that dot in the sky is?
You're going to create anarchy. You actually want anarchy so you can create it.
Yes.
You are anarchy.
Yeah, I'm selfish as fuck. So are you. Everyone is. We are
I
all
am.
selfish as fuck. There's no choice that you don't make that's not for you.
That is true. And I told a client that today, actually.
Really? Did you just
Yes.
send over some magic over here? We're getting nicer. Rachel's slowly getting nicer as we go throughout this.
Who said?
Do you want to reclap?
Oh, is that because your nervous system said so?
No, no, I can
Came
feel it.
out? Okay.
No, I can feel.
Yeah.
You can feel the waves. It comes over.
No, but I told my client today, like, we were talking about, I don't even know what the hell we were talking about, but I said that, like,
Tell us everything.
everyone's kind of really in their own need, out for themselves, fulfilling their own kind of prophecy, so to say. And so when we're thinking that it's about us, or if they would just do this, it's just an impossible path.
It's impossible.
Relinquish.
But you did agree with me the other day that if we all took care of ourselves, that we would take care of everything else better.
Yeah, but we're not doing that.
No, but if we
Because
start
of
a new
comparison.
civilization where we did.
But how do you start a civilization?
I'm just
and
fucking
make
rage
it-
baiting you at this point.
And make it be what you think it should be.
I
It's
don't
not
think it should.
how-
No, that's exactly why I don't want to. I don't want to create anything. I don't want to should.
But you said if it would, if we would,
If we would what? Sorry.
if we would just love take care of ourselves, then we would take care of each other. Well, that's the same as should. It's just a different, you know.
Well, no, it means I could. If I would. If they wanted to, they would.
If you could and would, then you should.
Wow.
They're all the same.
No, they're not the
Yes,
same.
they are.
Should you think should and
They
would?
come from the same place.
Are
Expectation.
You're looking at Merriam-Webster right here. What? No.
I think they all have a similar basis in potential.
Should, would, and could.
Expectation. It's existential. All of those words are existential. They're all unknown. And that is why people come to me with such misery about the fact that they can't change this or that because they're saying, I should do this. I would have done that. I could have done this.
One of my best friends just said this to me yesterday. They asked their therapist the same fucking thing. And I looked at her and I said, do not ever ask someone what you should do. Because first of all, if someone answers, don't fucking listen to it. Nobody knows what you should do.
My clients all the time, though, say, I should have done this.
No, I know, but like that's what I'm saying to her. You know what I mean? I'm like, why are you asking someone?
But they're asking because they have the same thought for themselves. They want to know what we think they should do because they're saying to themselves, what should I have done? It's guilt.
It's underlying hierarchy. Someone saying someone should tell me what I should be doing. It's someone I'm not living up to something that should be done.
Okay, so how does your new civilization
Why are we going back? I thought we were going away.
I'm keeping you on fucking task because I want to kind of this is the whole point.
You feel good about this. Okay, yeah.
If your new civilization should take care of themselves so that we are taking care of the group, tell me how would they come to know that? How does a person come to know I should be taking care of myself?
I think the first thing that we do as people is our selfish desire. I think it's so innate in us. How? I'm hungry, eat. I'm tired, sleep.
But a baby who says I'm hungry does not eat. Someone else feeds it.
Okay.
A baby bird that is hungry does not feed itself. Mommy feeds it.
Yeah.
All of that is nature or human. Either way, it's the same process. So we are not born feeding ourselves.
I agree.
Okay, so who are we relying on to feed us?
I don't know. What if we didn't?
One another.
What happens? I want to know. I want to know. That's what I'm saying. I wanted to go. I wanted to go. It doesn't scare me to be like, well, this might be the last 5 fucking people on Earth.
But I think if you found yourself on Earth with 5 other people, and you look around and you're like, we're going to need to know how to operate here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be Quel. Well, it might be. You might be.
Well, you said need and operate, and I don't know if I believe in those two. That's not what I would say.
Okay. If it's going to exist,
I would just show up and I'd be like, what do you guys want to do? Does anybody have an idea? Do you guys want to stay together? Do you guys want to go apart? Do you feel like we should do something together? That's would be my first question.
Okay. So you're putting minds together to
gather
information.
I would just say, what's your guys' thoughts? That's it. And then if they didn't want to, you know what I would do? Take care of me.
How do you know that?
How do I know? Because I know me. I know I'm taking care of
How do
me.
you know you're going to know
And you
that?
know what? I would probably die from some dumbass mosquito or some shit. Should have got a doctor.
No shoulds.
No, you're right. You're right. No shoulds. No, but yeah, I really would. And I think that scares people. I really would. I really would do it. And I would just be like, okay, well, then
What
I need to
scares?
adapt to my new, like, if I'm not saying you should do, or we need to, or this, or orchestrate, or anything. Like, I am so genuinely curious to know what it would be like to put people who are not reliant on food at that type of level and just let them and like let them do something and be like, what are we gonna do? Like, what do we do when there's nothing? I want to know if my brain didn't have this hierarchy, this reliance system, this expectation, that type of thing. I'm so genuinely curious to know what that would look like.
Well, you kind of make it sound like it already does exist like that. Your brain.
In my brain.
Yeah, it already
Well,
does
it
function that
exists
way.
for me, but that's not my
But
reality.
what if you arrive to this new civilization and Joe says, Cal, go over there and do this thing? I don't know. Find that fish.
Yeah, yeah.
You're doing it?
Oh no, who the fuck is Joe?
Joe's one of the people you picked for your civilization.
Which one is he? It's
All right.
important. Is he the comedian?
I don't know.
Is he
That's
the
up to you.
personality hire?
That's up to
Wait,
you.
but I want to go back. Okay, aside from the
I
civilization,
think you're deflecting from that question.
what do you mean? No, I would do nothing.
But that's Joe's idea. You asked what's everybody's idea? What do you think? Cal, you go pick fish out of
That's
the
an order.
river.
That's not an idea. That's an order.
I think Cal, you should go pick fish out of that river.
Okay, cool. I'll take in consideration. What else?
And then what?
Yeah, and then we look around the room and we say, what else? Do you guys even want to stay together?
And who makes a decision?
All of us.
Joe already made a decision and you told him not to.
Or none of us.
But Joe already made a decision.
Okay, then Joe does that. If Joe doesn't want to go get in the river and get a fish, he didn't want me to do it that badly.
What's the point of sharing ideas then?
Well, why wouldn't you want to share ideas?
Because you're telling everybody that that's not what I want to do, so we're not doing it.
No,
you're not going to tell me what to do, so there's no point in me telling you what I think we should do.
I'm telling you that there's no order. Like if it were ideal to me, it would say, what do you think is happening? What do you guys want to do? What's your thoughts? What do you want to do for you?
I'm hungry and I need to eat.
Okay.
And I am not
And then I would be like, sick, Joe. What do you want to do, Kathy? You know what I mean?
Kathy said same.
Great. And then if we keep going all the way,
about to set, so we're gonna need a fire. And what? Who magically just starts doing it?
We need a fire. Do we need a fire?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
But you come to learn that you need those things, Cal. This isn't because we're just so special here in our civilization that we came to know.
I need them. I don't know what those people need. I know what I need.
Why would they be any different than you?
I don't know. I don't know them.
That's my point, is I think we're all the same.
I agree.
And people are constantly trying to prove we're different.
Yeah.
But you're even doing the same right now, is saying that I don't know what they need. Yes, you do.
I mean, basic, yeah,
we
survival.
We all know what each other needs.
Well, then why would I ask?
Good question.
I would just get my own because I can take care of me. So why can't Joe just go get his own?
Then why have civilization? You're like a shark.
Yeah. Well, if it's
you just
me and
be by yourself. 4
or 5 other people on the earth, I mean, I would ideally like some sort of communication.
Why?
I like communication.
For what purpose?
My desire.
Well, I wonder what
I think you just don't like my answer.
I'm just trying to kind of do what you do to me, which is kind of run you through these series of backing you into a corner to realize that it works for you when it works for you until it doesn't work for you.
But this does work for me.
Does it?
Yeah, because I'm going to take care of me.
But I don't think
and that's always the answer.
What's funny, though, is that's not how you operate.
That
you do consider other people and you do think of other people's needs and you do give.
You want to know why? Because I take care of me.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the reason I do give so much, and I do have so much left to give because I'm taking care of me. My basic needs are met, so I have time. I'm bored.
But nobody ever.
I've never been bored.
I'm just wondering though. I have a hard time believing that you got to that point alone.
Well, for sure. I didn't grow up in that civilization. I grew up in this reality.
No, Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that that's easy though too
I also have
to
guilt and shame.
anticipate it would function because you'd also like to see it function. You're telling me that I just don't like the answer. Well, you also don't like my answer.
I also might not like my own answer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I am so interested in knowing what happens, even if I don't like the answer. That sucks, and I'm willing to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we already know that. I think we already know we don't like the answer.
I don't think I like this answer.
Yeah, but why would it be any different with a different answer? I think they would be much the same. It would
Maybe
just be a different subset of answers
I want a
that
different
we
contrast.
also wouldn't like.
And that could be true. I just want a different contrast. I
Okay.
already know this one.
Yeah.
I already know that one. I don't want to rebuild. I don't want to do that. I want a different one.
Well, I'm going to be stubborn and just believe that I don't think it would be any different. I think there would be a different outcome and a different set of people and a different
Hmm.
set of, rules or no rules or civilization type, but I think it would all have the same outcome.
And then I would just be a Tarzan,
Maybe.
and I'd be down.
I think we have some Tarzans on Earth.
Oh, we definitely have Tarzans
Yeah.
on Earth. Actually, do you want to know how many? I looked this up the other day. Do you want to know how many tribes there are on Earth that have zero communication to the world?
One.
136
Oh, I thought
tribes.
recently
136
I
tribes.
studied this in my anthropology class actually, but that was 15
Most
years
of them,
ago.
I believe, are in Brazil.
Oh,
Isn't
really?
that crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, and the one that they just recently tried to make contact with was very violent, and I think that's often the case. Like
Well, they're probably scared that they're violent.
oh gosh, they're
Yeah.
probably so scared.
Yeah, I can't imagine someone
Yeah.
coming in like having a bunch of stuff. I'd be like,
Well, imagine if we would have just let things be,
yeah.
or like even here in America, we didn't respect the people who we encroached on their land. We just took over. And imagine what that would be like if we allowed them to have their space and they shared it with us, God for fucking bid.
Mm-hmm.
And we coexisted while they get to still live and function the way that works for them and is beautiful. We might have even wanted to adopt some of the ways they live.
We still could.
We still fucking could.
Mm-hmm. They're still here.
Just like, I think about this sometimes with religion or different like Amish culture.
Oh my God, don't let me forget about the should. I want to go back to that.
Okay, we'll come back to should.
Okay.
But like Amish culture, they get an opportunity for Rumspringa and they
What word did you just
God,
say?
please tell me you know this.
I'm literally from a town so close to Amish country.
Yes, you
And I
are.
have no clue what you're talking about.
Where at 18 years old, they get an opportunity to leave
I didn't
and
know there was a word. Got it.
Rumspringa.
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 Rum Rumspringa.
Am I saying that right, Tech, you think? Yeah. And
Seems confident.
so similarly, they've they've lived in this tribe, but get the opportunity to see, do I like doing it another way? And
Yeah.
oftentimes people do.
Yeah, but then you never get to go back, huh?
They exile you.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be black or white? Why does everybody love black
Yeah,
or
like I
white?
tried it and I want to come back. I miss
Yeah.
you, Mom. Like,
Right.
wouldn't they be happy to have you back?
What if it was like 2 days and it's like,
I
no,
don't know.
no, thank you.
I can't say no one lets them back. I wonder if it depends on what they do while they're out. I have watched a couple documentaries, and
What do you
granted,
think? It
that's
depends
not
on
the
what they do.
gospel necessarily. The documentaries are probably about this specific experience, but I think it's when they have sex and drink and do different things like that that maybe that's why they're exiled.
Hmm.
But I don't know that it's a hard cut. It might be for different reasons.
Oh my God. Here's some life advice for anybody who's Amish and wants to go and experience, what was it?
Rumspringa.
Rum.
Oh, it's not Springa. Oh, Rumspringa.
No, we're keeping what Rachel said.
I swear. Ask
No.
Siri to speak it out loud.
Yeah, no. Rumspringa is what it is, okay? If
Rumspringa.
you do that and you go out and experience the world and you fuck and you drink and you gamble and you do that shit and you want to go back, lie. Lie. Lie to them and be like, Mom, I miss you. I want to come back to the Amish country. I didn't do a fucking thing.
Well,
Lie.
I think that's why they do a hard cut.
Why? They don't lie though. You know they don't go
I
back.
don't believe you.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I don't believe all of them didn't do anything. There's no way.
They're doing shit within the cult.
Exactly.
God damn. When are we going to learn
Is
this?
Amish a cult?
I would say.
Oh. I guess I've never really considered it because
When
we
you
haven't
have
taken to it
rigid
poorly.
control like that, I'd say you're a cult.
I mean, yeah,
To me,
we're a cult.
it gets back to be like the BDSM principle, which is it's not abuse because it's consensual.
Do you think we're not a cult?
Oh, sure.
I mean, reverse order. We're just a cult,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
I'd be down.
I'd say we're a cult in some ways. Yeah.
Yeah,
Certain
I
aspects.
would definitely be interested to, oh man, if I could get in a cult, if I could just get in a cult and just not believe anything and just experience it, I'd be so interested. Not a bad, I mean, there's not
Do
all
you
bad
think your
cults.
Greek culture has been a cult?
I think everything's a cult.
Okay. So you have done that then.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to
But
get
I'm
in
just
some
saying on a
taboo
small
shit.
scale, you believe what you believe about your
Yeah.
culture because it's what you've known.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But you
think
would never abandon being Greek.
I would if I didn't want to. I'm fine with that. I don't give a fuck about that. I'd abandon being queer.
Okay.
Scary, huh?
It's just
I'd
interesting.
abandon any name if I just didn't agree with it. That feels no
Well,
problem
you
to
did
me.
abandon your gender.
My whole ass gender.
Yeah.
I abandoned my whole name.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, that doesn't scare me. Abandoning who I think I am does not scare me.
You know, when there was one of those questions on there, it was like, what is something that you have a hard time? Like, I don't even know how it was worded, but this is making me think of that. Like, this is something hard pressed for me, actually, that I think I have a hard time bending my brain
What's a
around.
version of yourself that this version would hate? Was
No,
that it?
not that one
That one
specifically,
is
but
interesting.
near that one on the list. It was like, what thing do you believe that like
Yeah.
you can't unbelieve, or I don't know what it
Oh, like
said.
something you can't like let go of, unbelief.
Yeah, and I think it's like I am pretty set in my beliefs, I think. It has taken me a very long time to work out of my religious beliefs.
Mm-mm. And you want to know what is when we were talking about that should, that's the interesting thing to me is because that says to me someone knows. Someone knows what I should do, right?
Or thinks they know.
Or yeah. That's what I meant, like hypothetically, right? Like
Right.
not like literal. And so when I think to myself, someone thinks they should do this, that means they're taking away their autonomy of saying, "Hey, what should I do?" Well, nobody fucking knows what you should do.
Which I get what you're saying. It comes
And
back
so
to
with the belief,
fear of failure, fear of it
fear of
not
anything.
going how they expect, or
Yeah,
it's like a parameter to keep themselves safe.
yeah, and
If
that
I
makes
do what you tell me I should do, then I'm safer with it.
yeah, and it makes me so interested about the
Yeah.
belief thing when you were like, I'm just so stuck in my belief.
Yeah.
But because this person had already worked themselves out of so much religious trauma, I think that maybe that's why she's asking that question is because she's so lenient now to expand her horizons and say, what else?
Who?
The person that was asking her therapist, like, what should
Oh,
I do?
you didn't give us that background.
I did earlier. You just forgot.
No, you told us that your friend asked
A
a
therapist.
therapist what she should do, but I didn't know what it was about.
I still didn't tell you. That doesn't matter.
You just did the religious thing?
No, I'm saying I think that she asked the therapist that because she's worked herself out of so much religious stuff of saying, you should do this, you should do this. And I think
Oh,
she's now saying, what else could I do?
I got you.
Like, I'm so worked out of my beliefs. I don't know what other options there are.
Oh, so she wasn't saying, I want your opinion. She was saying, I want to know what other options there
I don't
are.
know. I mean, I don't know either way, but but she is a person who's so open to hearing everything and just being like, wow, that's really interesting. Maybe I really will take that in consideration. Like, she's willing to bend her belief like that.
Yeah, and you know, if I
I think
ask
it's fucking
somebody for
amazing.
their opinion, like I might phrase it like that, because again, this comes back to language. I might say, what should I do?
Yeah,
But it's
language
more
is.
that I just want to know what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes hearing someone else say something confirms to me what I actually feel. It's like when they say when you flip a coin, what are you hoping for on the way up?
Mm-hmm.
Heads or tails? Like,
So you already know.
I probably do already know. I just don't hear that I know.
And maybe you want to hear yourself come to the realization that you know.
Like when they say you should do this, and I'm like, fuck no.
I bet that happens a lot in therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, what should I do? And you're like,
My
well,
clients tell me,
how do you navigate that?
I'll give feedback. You know, like I wonder if you've ever thought of this, and they'll say, no, I don't think that that's it. People are very quick to say, I don't think that that's what I'm feeling. I don't think that that's what I meant. I don't think that that's what happened.
God, Why does everybody do that?
It kind of pisses me off.
It pisses me
But
the
I'm like,
fuck
you know
off.
what? Good for you, boo. You knew.
It pisses me the fuck off
Yeah.
when everybody's like, when they come to you and they want advice, or they come to you, you're shaking your head. You said, "Oh, don't I fucking know?"
But
You're
that's
like, this is what therapy
but
is.
that actually is good though.
Why? Why?
That they don't take what we like or what we say or what we perceive as their own, because that means they actually do have autonomy and they actually do know what they're thinking.
Mm.
They just didn't realize it till I said what I was thinking.
So less unity and more autonomy.
Maybe unity allows
No,
for autonomy.
and yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's either or. I'm saying like they're more honed into their autonomy currently rather than being like, what could, the outskirts of everybody else, how would they approach this? I'm
Yeah.
really focused on only how I feel about this,
Yeah,
and
because
which isn't a bad thing.
I don't think people always want to please other people by asking, what should I do? I don't think that that is necessarily like them trying to be compliant to some expectation. I think sometimes it is that a conversation of,
Mm.
what do you think? Let me, like your friend, let me lay the options out on the table. And then I have a better ability to navigate that and say, actually, no, I think I do know the answer.
Yeah.
It's not because they want to be led. Now, let me tell you, there are a lot of
Well, I
people
was gonna
pleasers.
say, I was
There are
about
a
to be
lot
like,
of people who need it and they're dependent on it and they're like, I need the answer.
there are a lot of people who want to be led.
Yeah.
A lot.
Sometimes I like being led.
Do you?
Yeah, there's a little submission in me
Yeah.
at times. Like today, I don't want to fucking decide what we're talking about. I want
Yeah.
you to tell me.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Why?
people often say this is a common thing of like couples argue over what to eat for dinner because someone's tired of making the decision and they
Yeah.
want their partner to
They're
decide.
tired of their autonomy.
Yeah, it gets exhausting.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like calling bullshit on your
Sorry.
little civilian, whatever that's called, civilization, because I'm like, aren't you going to get tired of doing it alone, babe?
Oh, alone? I would get tired of doing alone, but I will never get tired of making decisions for myself.
But that often means doing it alone.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I can't do it together. Like if it's for decisions for myself, like I can always make the decision if needed, and I'm also okay to be in a group.
But I'm telling you, when you invite people in to do things together and be community, and
Mm-hmm.
there will be an expectation that that will continue.
Well, how come? Why is there an expectation?
I think some of these things are just how we are, and you're expecting that it's
I'm
because
not
our
expecting
society.
anything.
Cal, your perception and your belief is a lot of the time that everything that we think and feel is a result of where we are, and I don't think that that's true.
Oh, I don't think that that's true either. I think that very well could be. I'm totally okay with my anarchy turning back to what we have now. And if that's what it is, cool, I had my answer.
Okay, I
That's what I'm
respect
saying.
that.
That's
I
what I'm
got
saying.
respect on that.
Yeah, because like I'm cool if well, and if we're stripped down, like you said, like if I didn't know what I know now and we
Yeah,
ended up back in this place,
yeah.
that would be like to me reassurance, affirmation.
That actually
Cool.
would be
Actually,
a
I think I would feel
very
better.
yeah, that would be a very good like project to, what do they call that?
An experiment.
An experiment
Yeah,
to
exactly.
know if these things are just human
Yes.
or
Yes.
is it conditioning?
Yes. I don't have a desire for everyone to just do whatever the fuck they want and just as well, kind of. But like I'm saying, I am just curious on how humans innately and intuition just do. Like why, like how, instead of it just getting to where we got here today, I'm really interested to see if you just had all of your autonomy right up front instead of expectation or reliability or dependency or these types of things.
But is right up front birth?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the answers because I didn't live that life. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I would just be interested to see.
Yeah, that's my concern because I just feel like right up front would be birth. And I don't think we can have autonomy at birth.
Well, no, I think that that's true. I also think that we're a shitty evolved species.
Oh, sure.
I think we are shit. Like a giraffe births a giraffe and it's standing within 3 minutes. It's like 8 feet tall. You can already reach a tree.
But I mean, honestly, if you put a whole bunch of animals up against each other, they all evolve differently. So I don't think that's fair.
No, I know. I just saying for such a complex species, I think we evolve like shit. Like I feel like we should come out autonomous.
Have we, or have we actually like blown it out of the park? How would we know?
I don't know.
Because you talk about time all the time, and I'm like, well, apparently we
Oh, and time, if we're going time-wise, we evolve, we're amazing.
Well, what else are we talking about?
Well, I'm just saying, like, as we are now, from what I can perceive and know, watching nature around me in the way that things like giraffes or whatever, or sharks, you know what I mean, come out and are autonomous.
Yeah.
Like, octopi, like, after they have their babies, like, they're gone, out, they die. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like that, you're autonomous right from the start. So, like, I'm
yeah.
just interested why, as the most, what we call, quote unquote, the most complex beings or species, why we are so or so what's the word for other than autonomous? Why can I not think of it? Um,
Dependent?
yeah, but there's, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Why are we so dependent from the start? Isn't that interesting though? Isn't that an
Yeah.
interesting thought?
But what if that is just because it is?
Then it is.
Because I think that's what we apply to a lot of things we don't understand
Yeah.
because we haven't figured that out yet, or there is nothing to figure out. It's just how we were intended to be.
Yeah. But we are evolving. So, I mean, things are
We are
happening.
evolving.
Yeah. And that could be just adaptation, not necessarily
Now,
need.
if you were to explain this by, I don't know, God created
Mm-hmm.
the heavens and the earth and man and woman,
Mm-hmm. God's scared of us.
God's scared of us
Yeah.
because
You have to make us fragile.
did he make us fragile or the devil made us fragile?
Are they not the same?
No,
Are they two different species?
I don't, I would say, yeah. I
Are
would say
they?
the devil is just
Isn't it
like
his brother or something?
the big man downstairs.
Okay, and if he's scarier, then I would probably listen to him. Wouldn't you? Do you listen to God because he's more exciting, or do you not listen to the
God is,
devil
I
because he's
mean,
terrifying?
based on the story, God is not scary,
I know. I agree. Killing people.
but that doesn't make him
Doesn't he order
less
people to kill
scary
people?
than the devil. I think
Well,
the devil is less scary because he's egotistical and full of shit.
okay, so then Jesus is just charming. He's a smooze.
No, I think the devil is.
Really?
From
Because nobody's out here like,
if
I'm
we're
wanting to go to hell.
basing the story, well, no, for
That's what I'm
other
saying.
reasons, but I'm not saying because of the devil. The devil, from what the story says, the devil is
Today's a smorgasbord of whatever the fuck
temptation
we're doing.
and trying to pull the wool over your eyes and manipulative and those kinds of things. I'm not saying that
So,
people want to go to hell,
well, that's what I'm saying.
but some people don't care.
So you're saying, but okay, so when you think about it this way and you're like, oh, well, you're associating sin, right? Like what we quote unquote sin with the devil, because you were saying, like, oh, this is more enticing, right? Sin. Well, the enticing thing about that is that God tells you it's bad, not that the devil tells you it's bad. The devil doesn't tell you sin is bad.
Mm,
The devil could come and tell you, yeah, do that stuff.
interesting.
But like, why would God use the contrast instead of
I think God uses choice.
no?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Like,
I wasn't made from the devil. I didn't get a choice in that. But I get a choice where I end up for eternity, for my infinites.
yeah, based on guilt.
Yeah, shame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the Eden? It's like, why take me to the Garden of Eden and give me a choice if you didn't want me to fail?
Mm-hmm.
You should just put me in the Garden of Eden and give me a bunch of fucking fruit.
Mm-hmm.
That's not venomous and poisonous. You know what I mean? Or gonna send me into like eternity
Yeah.
of fucking sin.
And to shift even further, because I was saying like my religious beliefs and spirituality has been the hardest thing for me to shift because I've just believed it so long. In doing that, I really don't believe any of this.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'll still pray every day. Or when like I'm needing my own, I guess, peace or guidance or whatever it is, I will pray about it. So tell me why I do that.
What is prayer?
I think it's just like hope.
I'm asking you for you.
Yeah,
What is
I'm
pray for you?
answering.
Like, no, what does it look like? Like, what does praying look like for
Like
you?
talking to myself.
Okay, you're not praying, you're talking to yourself.
I think I'm asking for something though.
Are you asking you?
Hopefully asking. Just
Are you doing the thing?
ether.
Are you the ether? Are you doing the thing where people come into therapy and they just want to kind of ask to see what they
Yeah,
should do
process.
and hear themselves say it?
Yeah, and I think that that is why that's probably started
Mm.
my religious pull away and my own
Ooh,
spiritual
what do you mean?
journey.
What do you mean?
So, like, back to the days I sung in church,
Here we are, back to swinging.
I was also discovering my sexuality.
Oh, back in those
And
days.
the reason I left the church
Yeah.
was because the preacher at the time was doing a year on truth series. Like every Sunday would be a truth that he would talk about. And a lot of it was like we're doing, talking about cultural things. And one of the, he talked about politics, he talked about money and gambling and sex and this and that. And one of the weeks was sexuality, homosexuality, I should say. And the things he said, I was just like shocked and appalled that you could even sit in front of a group of people and have the balls to say. It
Really?
was just so blatantly wrong, incorrect, rejecting, just so many things.
Yeah.
And I looked at my mom and I was like, I can never be back here. I cannot be here.
Yeah.
And it was not long after that that I came out.
Wow.
And I think it's because that confrontation with it's almost like the therapy thing where he suggested something that I was like, nope, I know that's not what I think.
Yeah.
I know that's not what I need to do.
Yeah.
I know that's not what I feel. It was like me reflecting to my clients, what if you did this? And they're like, no, I just don't think that's it. It was like that moment where I started to know that thing is not correct for me. And so then it just, I think over the years has spiraled into me realizing there are a lot of other things I've been told from a young, wee child that I grew up thinking this is true just because it's all I've known.
Yeah, what if you had your autonomy right when you started?
Sure.
Wouldn't that be crazy though? Don't you think that would be insane?
But if we did, it wouldn't stick. It wouldn't have lasted for us. Or we would have never probably even gone to church or read, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I have, as a person of who I am, I have friends who are religious and down with it. Like, I'm down with them being religious. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. But also, those people in my life who are religious have critical fucking thinking skills.
They do, but they're still choosing that.
They're still choosing
They're
that.
still saying that's right for me, and you're still choosing it's not right for me.
Yeah.
So my point is, did they grow up with that?
Yes.
Okay. You did not.
No.
You were given a choice, I'm assuming that.
Yes.
I'm not saying your parents ever
I went to
were
Catholic
like,
school as a
Kelly,
kid.
you can't go to church.
Yeah. No, my parents took us to like Greek Orthodox church on like Christmas, and then I went to Catholic school, but my parents did not believe in. My parents are not religious.
Okay. So it wasn't
Completely.
something that was, just kind of ingrained.
Yeah, there was no higher rule. It was like matriarchy.
So I'm thinking too, though, like this is some of what I studied in school for mental health is like, and I have a hard time with that actually sometimes as a practitioner of being like, these things we encourage our clients to do for their mental wellness, their overall wellness, are those the conditioned beliefs that they should do? Or is
that your conditioned belief?
Yeah, like
it's impossible
something
for you
as
to be
stupid
unbiased.
as like brushing your teeth.
Yeah, it's
and
impossible.
Taking a shower. There are cultures that don't believe in that at all.
Yeah.
So why would I encourage a client to do general hygiene if
why would someone because you got put into a place that's godlike, and that's really fucking hard, because to give someone guidance on their life is godlike. You know what I mean? To have someone's mental health in your hands is godlike, and that is terrifying for a human. How could you, as a human who doesn't have their entire life together, because we don't know what life together is, right? We all feel like a mess. No one in this, no one on this earth is like, I've got this shit figured out.
But here's my thought, which loops me back to what I was saying before.
Yeah.
I do often hear clients say, I don't want to do that thing, especially like in substance use treatment.
What do you mean? Do what thing?
I don't want to
like go to
do
substance
that
treatment?
solution, essentially. I'm not ready to stop drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll meet you with that. You're not ready to stop drinking. So what does this mean? And
Yeah.
people typically come to realize that means this thing or that thing is going to continue being impaired. Okay, based on my decision to not do this thing,
Yeah.
these issues will still occur. So my job is to help them see if I try on these other strategies, that might get better. That issue might decrease. It's not because I'm telling them they need to or should or this or that. I'm just saying there are these options that might make it feel better for you.
Mm-hmm.
You need to try that on and see if that works for you.
Yeah.
So my thought is the reason we even know that brushing our teeth is good for us is because it's been tried over time. It helps reduce oral
It's oral
issues.
health care. Yeah.
It's healthcare. So I think that's back to the civilization piece, which I argue your civilization is going to do the same thing ours has,
Mm-hmm.
is because it will learn its own things too. This thing's not working. Let's try this thing. That thing didn't work. Let's try this. What if we did this thing?
Yeah.
We're going to do that by trial and error because we are solution oriented brains. And assuming we have the same brain with a new civilization,
Yeah.
I think we'll get there anyway. That's why I'm not worried about having an engineer. I'm just not.
Is that we'll fucking figure it out.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. That's a good.
We
That's
might not figure this thing out,
which is interesting for a person who doesn't want to change her beliefs. Who's so I don't know. We'll figure it out.
but I've learned that through a lot of loss and a lot of failure and a lot of shit. That's why I believe that now, which has also helped me abandon some of these strong held, rigid beliefs because it's not what's holding me up.
What is holding
People, just the fact that I'm still alive,
your autonomy?
existence. Yeah. And I don't have any control over that.
Oh, of you staying existing. Okay, I was like,
Existing.
wait a minute, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
But I think
I agree
that's
with that.
what, if you ask most Christians or people who believe in their religious stance, it's because I'd rather believe that than not, and this thing happens.
Which I think is fair.
That's fair. I can't argue that. Fine.
Yeah,
But I feel like it doesn't really matter what I believe because that thing's happening.
absolutely. I also think that's true. Oh, not true. I don't know what's true, but
Well,
I
I
think.
don't know if you're going to hell or heaven or nothing. I don't know what's happening after.
Well, if all y'all are going to heaven, I'm going to hell just to see what it is. It's called
I
experimenting.
just can't understand how that really we get lined up at the gate and we go through what's that called?
It feels like I'm going.
Purgatory?
Yeah, it feels like I'm sitting in middle school and I'm waiting to get picked at dodgeball and I'm the bad kid and I'm at the very end and you're like, well, this decides your fate.
Guess
You know
what,
I mean?
Cal? I'm a good kid and I was at the fucking end.
Yeah, and I know. That's what I'm saying.
So it's like,
If I'm gonna get lined up and contrasted by everyone else in this world, by who? Someone I've never seen?
mhm.
And also, and what's the other option? And why is there only two?
Yeah.
What a weird thing.
Very good
Because I
question.
can die in 5 billion ways,
But there's only two
but there's
places
only
to go.
one way, and there's 5 billion ways to live,
Mhm.
but I only get 2 results. That's a shitty ratio.
Also, we are all born of different circumstances. So you're telling me you and I have the same chance of going to heaven as somebody born in a third world country who's seen nothing but,
Yeah.
Turmoil and destruction and whatever else, and they're going to make the same choice
Yeah.
to go there?
Yeah. I would like to believe that I would like to believe that for those people who do believe in that stuff, I think that most of them, I would say that I know, don't believe in this like heaven hell thing. They believe in something better for themselves or something,
Yeah.
something. I don't know. I think some people do need something to keep themselves whatever quote unquote aligned to
Yeah.
whatever that is.
To keep their head in the game, so to say.
People need a value.
Yeah.
And for you to have a value means someone has to judge that value. I know, but it's true. And it sucks.
Does it?
Yes.
Does someone have to judge it?
Yes, because then it's not a value.
What if I say the value?
Of what? What's the wrong then? It's not a value. It's just then that's just is. That's what I'm saying. Like you just are. You are what you are. There's no value to it. You are just what you are. Right? Like it doesn't have to equate to something.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't equate, then it's failure.
That's very helpful because that has always been something very hard for me to work on with my clients.
Yeah.
Of like,
also for someone to expect us to equate to heaven of what
anything.
quote unquote what we've been told what heaven is horrifying.
Well, and not even
Also, such a
heaven.
boring
Like
life.
let's start smaller than that. Like equate to successful. People love to tell me I'm just afraid I'm not going to be successful. What the fuck is successful?
What the fuck
You
is...
woke up today. Sounds like a good success to me.
Yeah, exactly.
You did it.
I know.
What is successful?
I don't know, but me going and jumping off a cliff for 400 feet feels successful to me.
I can get behind that
Hell yeah.
because that's something I would never do.
Because it fulfills my desire. That's success.
Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
good answer. If
Yeah.
it fills your desire, then it's done. Success.
Yeah, I mean, I think desire is most likely it's our biggest disease. It's our number one killer. There's no doubt.
Mm.
It's our number one producer and it's our number one killer. No doubt. There's no questions asked. Take out love, take out desire. We're all just walking around,
Wow.
I don't know, doing the efficiency of whatever efficiency and productivity is. That's the reason that's in my theory of like why we don't know anything about infinity is because we have desire, which desire is like a cloak over whatever is true, I presume.
Which is probably why law doesn't really work in the end.
Yeah, and it's probably why we want it. It's because we know that it could, and we see all around us systems work. So we tried to. I mean, we're really just
Do they though?
so like the nature system, like you know what I mean. Like you're looking at water, and you look at oxygen and how
Yeah.
it makes trees, and like
Yeah.
that's a biological. You know, these are systems,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like okay, if I do this and this will happen.
Yeah.
You know, that's a system, and so we try to take humans who have not just systems, they have desire, and
Ego.
put them into a system and go and work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree. I think that's the ego. And I do think that the Bible is a fever dream and somebody wrote it based on, you know, I do think the devil is our ego, so to say. That's how I compute the story is like some person wrote this
Mhm.
to make sense of what they feel or experience. And this is like maybe their hope or their desire
Mhm.
is that in some fantasy world, I get to go to this place and leave all this shit behind that I've done or
Yeah.
whatever it is. It's just too relatable for it to be nothing. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it is how creation began, but it
Mm-mm.
means something somewhere. And I'm wondering if it was a philosopher or somebody who thought on a different level at that time than anybody, and people would call him crazy, but now we've turned it into the Bible.
Yeah. I mean, there's tons of historians of different types. I mean, tons, right? Like if you go back and back and
Yeah.
back way before this, there's tons of different types of, you know, ways of living or existential like type
Yeah.
of thoughts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole reason we have a compass. It's the whole reason that we
Right.
understand astrology. The first thing that people did were look up and
People
be like,
got curious.
what's that stuff up there?
Exactly.
And what's in
Curiosity.
here? Yeah.
And they started asking questions that everybody was rolling their eyes at them about.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know nothing. So that's why I do postulate that if we create our own civilizations again, the same thing's going to happen.
But the funny thing is that now philosophers are becoming much less popular.
Yeah.
I bet you don't probably know one philosopher other than me, obviously.
Well, I wonder if a lot more people are becoming philosophers.
Well,
we don't label them that.
A lot more people are becoming engineers and mathematicians and scientists and these things that are systems
Mm-hmm.
rather than questions and things that don't
unknowns.
Things that don't equate to things.
Well, look at insurance. Insurance requires that my work is rooted in observable, quantifiable, studyable evidence-based treatment.
Mm-hmm. Based on your money numbers.
Why?
Also. Yeah, why? Because nothing about me is a number.
Do you know what my evidence is?
Yeah.
They came.
Yeah.
They showed up.
Yeah.
Because they have a brain
mm-hmm.
and a heart
mm-hmm.
and they're struggling.
Right.
Or they're feeling good.
Yeah.
Or they're feeling bad.
Unless you can tell me how to fix them, I don't know why you have any need
exist.
to know any. Yeah. Why do you need to know anything else?
That's the end. Period, babe.
Yeah. We equate all of, I mean, that's what consumerism is. You know what I mean? Like we're starting to equate, even in the military, I was a number. You know what I mean? Like you're just a number.
Oh, God, yeah.
No matter what. Like my intuition in war is going to play out how it's going to play out. It's a system of how to figure out other fucking humans.
I think that's why I struggle
so
much with military because it's not what it's existing for. It's the system of it. And it feels like such a manipulative system.
That's how I feel about politics.
Yeah, I do too.
Then why won't you be in my civilization?
I never said that.
Okay. Okay, go on.
I just said anarchy scares me.
Oh, it's okay. You're scared all the time.
I am.
Yeah, so fuck it.
Yeah, and
We'll do it together, but not together.
I just really
We can
do
do it 5
view
feet apart.
people, I view people as one step from unhinged, including myself. I just know
What is your unhinged?
loose,
What's that?
letting go.
What's that?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
So you're scared of the unknown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair.
Sure. But you also could be excited about it, which would be fair.
Well, it's exhilarating to
Yeah.
also not know.
Yeah.
But that's mostly because when things go well or things are fun or whatever.
But don't you think that that's kind of the same as the thing that you were talking about with your religious? Like, it's like, you were like, well, if it's this or that, I choose this because I know it.
But why do I need to choose something?
But why do you need to choose something?
Yeah, that's very fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like I compartmentalize most of the horrifying things that have happened in my life were unexpected and
Yeah.
no one could have planned for those things.
And you couldn't have stopped them.
I couldn't have stopped them. So I'm not trying to anticipate any more of those things.
Right.
But
Me either. So that's
you
why.
can't.
But that's why I want to see how humans just will be humans without the expectation. Like, what if I just give them space?
I do believe that they probably will be better.
Yeah, I really do believe in humanity.
I do too.
I believe in it deeply. I do not fear it.
I think I want to retract an old statement that I said that I think people
Rachel wants to clear her.
I do. I think
okay.
that's the whole point of this.
There was something else I was listening to us the other day, and I was like, I don't believe that anymore.
I know.
I said something, and I thought to myself, that is not fucking true, Cal.
Cal, I can tell you, what have we been doing this like 5-6 months?
Yeah.
I feel so different.
Do you?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But something I said in therapy with you, and then we talked about it here, was like, are people bad?
Yeah, I asked you if people are born as bad people.
And I said, yeah.
You did.
And I just really don't think that's true.
No.
It's this.
It's the desire and how we experience other people's desire based on ours and how we feel about it. And if those don't align, we feel like they're harmful or bad or scary because we don't know the outcome.
It's the comparison. Like,
it's the contrast. Yeah.
Yeah. The contrast Yeah. Of like, I think because we are, this system tries to force sameness and we're not made for that.
Remember at the very beginning when I tried to stop getting you to say systems?
Yeah, but I still like it.
I know, but this is why, because humans are not systems.
Yeah, we are not systems. Yeah. We are in the system.
I know, and being enforced with systems is what destroys us. I can't say destroy, but you notice it
impacts us.
It impacts us.
It's changed a lot of things to where we don't really know what we would be.
It brings failure. It brings guilt, shame, embarrassment. It brings resentment. It brings, I mean, it literally tears people's lives out from underneath them. Like systems of jobs and things. If you just didn't do this, you're cut. That's a whole family of 5, maybe.
But the reason I struggle with it is to the root, who created this system we live in? Human. Some human or humans created it. So if that is in people, because it already has been happened, I feel like it's in us still.
Yeah, I think I won't say that I think our sheepness, our follower, in like some people want to follow the submission of following. Like some people want that, and that feels good because it takes the blame away from our guilt. It takes the responsibility out of our actions for a lot of things, and not that this is always the answer of those things, but it does feel comforting. You know what I mean? When you're sitting next to your partner and you're like, you choose dinner. You didn't like dinner. Wasn't my fault. You know, but it's not even that. It's just like, and maybe you won't even complain because you didn't have to choose it and you don't want to have to blame somebody. You know, there's just so much of it. So when we think about these systems and we're like, well, who started this or why this or why that? Well, why did someone start following? Is my first question. Is not why did someone do these things? Why did we listen? Why did we say yes?
Probably because okay, for example,
Hmm.
in this civilization you're going to create, you're going to go out and take care of yourself and someone observes you.
Hmm.
They say, "Oh, Kel is doing this thing.
Hmm.
I can replicate that. I can do that," because they don't have that idea on their own.
They want what I have.
They want what you have.
Desire.
And maybe it's only because they didn't have a different thought. Their thought was nothing, or
Hmm.
yours came first. I don't know.
Or it was, yeah, more efficient or whatever.
Something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that it's greed. I want what you have. You see somebody and they're like, whether it's belief in religion or whether it's I have a nice car or whether it's anything else, and you think and you genuinely will never know, never what it's like to be that person.
Yeah.
But you desire
To try.
to have the ease or the ability to have comfort in your life or any type of or like self-confidence, you know what I mean? You desire that in your life, so you mimic it, you mirror it,
But
you
let's
follow
take
it.
that down another level. Is that because you don't trust yourself? You don't trust your own autonomy to figure it out.
And is that because I've been expected to do something and I kept failing at it?
Well, I'm just thinking,
Like,
even
why do I want this?
even if we go far back to the beginning
Yeah.
of nothingness, I okay, even when we're
Hell yeah. We
creating
just keep
something
ripping
new,
back layers. I love it. Go
when
on.
we're creating this podcast,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I know shit about it.
Hmm.
There's a lot of fear there with that.
Yeah. Now you do know shit.
And I do know shit, but I think that's why, like, things like AI, or even maybe historically before AI was even created, it felt like the only the small few could do something. That's
Mm,
not true.
that's not true.
And now we're learning that a lot of people can do the same things, because if we give them space for it
Hmm.
and allow it, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
But I think for so long it's been, nope, only the privileged few go to college. Only the privileged few drive the fancy car. Only the privileged few do XYZ. And now we're getting to a place where we're like, no, everybody can do that if they chose.
Yeah. That's, I think, the most scary thing and scary, quote unquote, to me about this is that there's, like you said earlier, there's never enough.
Yeah.
There's never enough. And so if I'm, if I, and just take this in consideration as you're listening to this isn't like a knock on anything, but if there's never enough, how would I get to heaven and know it's enough? How do I know that's enough?
I think the reason people rely on that is because it's absolute. There's no question of enough or less or this or that, because it's been told that is it. That is what you need. That is the only place. That is the best.
Need, best,
Yeah.
desire,
And
desire,
that is
desire.
just like drilled into you to where you question anything else out of fear. It's fear-based conditioning, manipulation. It's a marketing ploy.
It is. And there's a lot of stuff of like this. And I always tell people whenever, when the question people are like, if you could invite anyone of any time to dinner, like 3 people you get, Hitler is absolutely my number one. No questions asked. Hitler is my number one. And you want to know why? It's because I want to know why he had that influence. I want to know what in him made millions of people believe in him. Because that feels like it tells me one step closer to why we think religion that way. For countries to believe in one person over humanity as a whole, as a species, is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah. And it's happening
That
again.
Yep. And so I want to know, so like, what's to say that's not from the very beginning of what happened
Mm.
with this or the Bible or these things?
True.
Exactly.
Oh,
I know this feels bad when I
I
say
hadn't
it.
thought of that.
I know it feels because it's sickening, right? Like
Yeah.
you're like the most whatever malicious, horrible person, but then you look at them and if you just strip it back, that person had arguably, of our known knowledge, the most influence that's affected the world like this, and we didn't do a fucking thing to understand it. And I want to know why. And we ignore it in certain places. We don't talk about it in certain places. We don't talk about our parts in certain places. We don't talk about why he said what he said. We don't say because I think we fear that if more people have this influence, things are going to fucking crash.
Right. We don't want it to replicate.
We
Yeah.
don't want it to
But
replicate.
it is. It
It,
is replicating, I
because
would
now
argue.
people are getting more access and now people can communicate further and now people have more language and ability to talk to people in other languages that they didn't have then. You know what I mean? So you're looking at these types of things and now people are trying to restrict. And now that's why they're making people afraid of certain technology. Technology isn't bad. Technology can't do anything.
Right. Same with education. I'm not saying that what we're learning in education is all correct either. It's a corrupt
Mm-hmm.
system, but also it teaches the mind to think like this, to be curious, to ask questions, to think outside the box, to say, yeah, this is what you taught me in this classroom, but is there more?
And that's why I think there's less philosophers
Yeah.
because less people are asking questions.
Yeah.
We're asking different questions. We're asking, how do I get to the top? How do I get more safe? How do I get more things? How do I protect myself? How do I protect the things I have? And not, why aren't we better? Like, why can't we do this together? Why can't we this be this?
Do you think
It's,
we've gone back to the beginning then in that?
I don't think we've
That
gone,
sounds survivalist.
yeah, I don't think that we've gone back to the beginning, because I don't know what that is, but territorial wise, we are fucking territorial. We are probably, I can't imagine the contrast of what our territorialness now looks like to back then because now we do have access. Like our president is tweeting about our military plans on bombing somewhere. That could you imagine what that would look like in World War II? Could you imagine if Hitler had the
Right.
access to what we have now? And that's why that's why I'm so interested to know those people with that type of influence because there are so many good people like that too. You know what I mean? There are tons of like people in India. There are people that people worship them for. There's like this girl that goes around like millions of places for hugs.
Mm-hmm.
Like those types of influences, but those ones aren't about desire, so you don't hear about them.
Well, what do you, I mean,
So
celebrities, look at Taylor Swift's getting married tonight, and it's like
fuck.
the influence she's had. She shut down 2 blocks of the busiest part of New York City, and her money has bought this today
And what about Taylor Swift? What about Taylor Swift?
because she can
But no, but because she can what?
buy things,
Okay, but what if she
money.
couldn't?
She wouldn't. It wouldn't. It wouldn't happen. You and I can't do that. We can't call Madison Square Garden and say, we'd love to rent this out.
Mm-hmm. But why does everybody love Taylor Swift? Why do they love her? She's not even that good of a singer. And it's not that me knocking on Taylor Swift. I think Taylor Swift is a phenomenal
I think
artist.
she's incredible. But I'm
But
with
why do people
I
follow
agree.
her like a cult?
Because I think it's the allure, it's the mystery of why. I think it's a fantasy that they build of this person that is utopia.
She's the white girl that got away.
It's like there's nothing about her that's any different than you and I,
Right.
other than her money and her
But even when
reach.
she didn't have all that in the beginning, people were still Swifties. Swifties, huge.
They were, but
huge.
it built. I mean,
oh, for sure.
I just think that those things, yeah, for some people it happens, and I think it's just it spreads. It's like a trend. It's like social media. Things take off on social media. Why is a video trending? Why is a video viral? What's so special about
What
that?
piece of my desires is hitting so well?
Right. I think it's because I see the number and other people liked it and other people saw it. So then more people jump on. It's a bandwagon.
So could you imagine if there was a Hitler today?
Yeah, I don't think people want to miss out. I don't think people want to
People don't
be
want to miss
left
out.
behind and forgotten
And left behind where? Nobody's going anywhere.
but they don't. It's the
That's what I'm saying.
fallacy that they're building in their head.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That I'm really interested in the ability of influence, not necessarily even what the influence is. Like that's
Right.
why I'm so curious about
I
that.
agree with you. It's not the what, it's not the
Gandhi,
who.
yeah,
Because good and bad people have been so influential.
yeah, and I want to know. And some of those people aren't. And Hitler, Gandhi, those aren't money.
Right.
They aren't even power.
Neither is Trump. He ain't got a dime.
Right, but do you see what I'm saying? Like they aren't aesthetically terrifying.
Or necessarily smart. Like Trump doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
But he has all of this like
But you want to know who he does know? Influence.
Yeah.
And that might be possibly the most powerful thing on the planet right now.
I think what becomes powerful is not caring. You don't care that what you're doing is approvable or not approvable. It's almost like
So people are following the influence of power for freedom.
maybe.
Yeah.
I think people are drawn to Trump because he just doesn't care how stupid he
Yeah.
looks.
Because they see that he gets away with it.
He gets away with it, and that is the desire. I want to get away with something.
Yeah.
If he can, I can too.
Yeah.
And that's
Because,
why it
that's
spreads.
not a sin and I can still go to heaven doing that.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All you have to do, Cal, is believe.
But do you know what I'm saying? Like that is just so interesting to me.
Mhm.
I not that I mean I obviously am not a Trump fan, I, but there's something about Trump that millions of people say I'll follow that. And
I
what
think
is that?
curiosity.
You think?
Yeah. I think that's where they're putting their curiosity.
I think it's the way he puts his desire on the line. I think that it's the way he displays his desire and does not get reprimanded for it. He'll tell you things that he says and he doesn't follow through. No reprimand.
Yeah.
He'll say whatever the fuck he wants to say, gets away with it. No reprimand. He is living a life of desire that everyone is like, I want to get away with that.
Everyone wants.
Wants. I want.
Okay, which maybe is anarchy. So people want the freedom.
They want, yes, they want the freedom through following people who look like freedom.
Who look like they have it.
Yeah.
And I would say that's just a fallacy.
Which you want to know who else probably has a bunch of freedom? Is God. Probably has a bunch of freedom.
He says. I mean, he created freedom. He
But right,
created it
exactly.
all,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. So like heaven is freedom. That's why they want it. They want freedom. They want freedom for it to look like whatever they want. And I also want that for you also. I do. Not God, me. I want that for you.
But I think you have it.
But I think you
And
have
I
it.
do too.
But I think you already have it. And that is honestly one of the, and this is not like an ego stroke for me, but a lot of people are attracted to me because I don't give a flying fuck.
Also,
And they think that I have a freedom from it, but they don't see how my life is so restricted.
oh, of course, because it has to be.
Because it has to be.
And I will say that is true. I think that is what draws you in about you is that I think you help people you're around feel free. I feel free with
good.
you.
That's good. Yeah.
I feel freedom
You can be whoever the fuck you are.
say something stupid. Like,
yell at me and I'll still love you.
All the times in my life I felt insecure, I felt like a failure, I felt stupid, I felt ugly, I felt this, I felt that. I'm never questioning that in the room with you.
No.
Ever.
You can be all those things if you want to be.
Yeah.
But you're not that to me. You just are.
Exactly. But I think the problem is out of our own defenses, our defense mechanisms. We've talked about that too.
Defense.
If I go back to the beginning of my life where I think a lot of these patterns were stored, the people who made me feel this way were struggling too. They were in their own fight. And so I think they thought they had to put me down to step on top of me to get higher. And they just didn't know yet that that's not how you get there. But I internalized that to think, well, then if they didn't like me, nobody else will.
Mm-hmm.
And it's taken me much of my life to realize, actually, I might be the threat to them.
Yeah.
I might have something they want or need.
And now you have the freedom.
And now I have the freedom to just have that.
Isn't
and
it?
be that.
But and you want to know what? Is the way that we have freedom makes us angry that other people won't use their freedom.
Yes.
And it makes us resentful that they won't use their freedom. Yeah. That's why people are like, how dare you step on our flag? Mm-hmm. How dare you do these things?
Oh, that's good.
That's my freedom.
It's like,
whether I do it or don't do it.
Why do you have a month for Pride? Why do you have a June 19th for, why do you need a day?
Indigenous People Day. But it's not even like in these days. It's the fact that if you want the freedom, let them fucking use it. Don't be afraid, because if you want it, you don't get to restrict anybody else's.
Exactly. You want it, which means you think that if you have it, somebody else has to go without it.
Yeah, that's our desire telling us we won't get it if somebody else has it.
There's not enough to go around.
There's not enough desire to go around.
And that's also from capitalism, where there's a scarcity mindset and people just think it's running out because time's running out.
Yeah. But that's what I was saying about the cap when we were talking about like what's going to be enough. The only thing that like when I think about fear for me is I really don't fear a lot. I accept a lot, and I see a lot as harmful, and I accept that it is what it is. But when I think about fear, I really get scared on humanity and what we're going to do to ourselves if we overrun our ability of unity and acknowledgement with desire in the ways that desire. uh, Elon Musk just hit $1 trillion. Our country is in $1 trillion of debt. Our country, it could be you sitting here right now with $1 trillion, and that would make you completely different.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
Because it puts you into a system of greed. And now I'm equating my greed and my desire and my success in my desire to show you the freedom you can get. But this freedom also, and I'm not saying that Elon Musk is a good or bad person, is entrapment.
Mm-hmm.
To be that, to be Taylor Swift, to be Elon Musk, you have all this power and influence now
Yeah.
because you followed your freedom.
Yeah.
So what's not a trap?
So there's a crossover.
So where the fuck is the trap end?
Death.
Death.
And when time runs out.
Maybe.
It's enough, maybe, yeah, when time runs out. Or when it collapses, or when the world is over.
Or when time's sick of me and it throws me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it concerns me for people. It concerns me for people, and I don't know what it concerns me about. Like, why does that concern me?
I think you want them to figure it out.
I want them, yeah, I guess I really want people to find their own freedom. Like, what does freedom look like to you?
Yeah, it might be different for all of us.
Yeah, like my queer freedom is not pride. My queer freedom is that I got top surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Is that I can change that my family uses the right pronouns. That's freedom to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Everyone could get it wrong, but if the people I love get it right, that's freedom to me.
Right. Yeah, and I think freedom is not having to fight that every day for everyone.
Yeah, it's not having to earn my freedom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't have to earn anything because I'm not a value.
Yeah. I think freedom for me is like freedom from my own mind, and I'm not there yet.
Freedom from your own mind.
Yeah. My mind is constantly
Oh, we are
trying
gonna
to
need
fight
to
with
deep
me.
dive into that.
Yeah, we can pin that. Yeah, I
Freedom
think
from your own mind.
yes. I think my mind is trying to take this experience from me.
I think influence is telling you that.
Yes. But
I don't think it's your influence.
I'm not saying that, but my brain is thinking it. My brain repeats it. My brain questions it.
But your brain also says it's wrong.
Yes, it does. That's what I said. I think freedom would be when I can overcome that piece of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yours doesn't do that at all, ever?
Oh, absolutely. But I have the contrast, so I know I have both.
I know I have both.
Well, then use it.
I don't find that to be freedom yet.
Why?
I'm just not, I don't think I'm there
Are you
yet.
trying to get rid of the other one?
No.
Hmm.
I'm trying to not let that one be louder than the other.
Okay.
Or
Or
continue influencing me. I can just hear it and I can know, okay, I hear that, but I'm not listening to it.
But so is it the fact that you want the answer and you want the answer you want?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Right?
I think it's just that there's noise. There's noise
Can you give me
living
an
in this
example? I think I
world.
might be a little lost. Can you give me like a small example? Not lost, but
Doubt, anything I might doubt or question or
like about yourself.
anxietize over.
Is anxietize a word?
Yes, it is.
God, this is a vocab fucking gem for me here.
Those things I think are rooted in all the societal bullshit. That's not my truth. And I do hear my truth, but I think I'm not yet. I think that's what age a lot of times or wisdom or whatever enlightenment gets you is that you get more closer to what you're saying, where now you have freedom from it.
Yeah.
None of that matters. To me, it still matters.
So someone else told you that you were untrustworthy.
I don't know.
Well, if you don't trust yours over the influence.
I don't know if someone explicitly told me that, but maybe that's the message.
Oh, yeah,
the message goes around.
Yeah. The intent is maybe better. Yeah. So like, oh, well, no, don't do that because that could be bad and you don't know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
This is where you need to be.
I think it's still that ability to believe not what I've been told, like the religious whatever or the system we grew up in.
Hmm.
I'm trying to unlearn that conditioning.
Well, if I can give you anything, you're freer today than you've ever been.
Yeah, I do know
All of
that.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you
Wow.
listen to this, you're probably freer today than you've ever been.
I feel like this was
It was, go ahead, say it.
like
Say the word. It was deep.
it was deep
It
today.
was a deep day. No, but I really do believe that. And I hope people feel that. I also, but one more thing about this is that when we were talking about the trans and I was saying, it's entrapment when you get to this place, because now when you have this type of freedom, you are an influence, and you're an influence to yourself, which is scary.
Yeah.
And so when you find yourself having the most amount of freedom, it's not going to feel like bliss. Freedom is not bliss.
But maybe that's when it's done and it's enough.
Yeah.
When you stop feeling that or getting that from it, then it's done.
The way that people strive for bliss, no.
Mm-hmm.
You should strive for acceptance, and you should strive to accept the unknown, and you should strive to give yourself a choice and trust that you'll make it.
Mm.
That you always have a choice. You always have a choice.
Until you don't.
I don't know. I've never not.
That's true. And
I'll let you know.
yeah, I guess I'm
If I have the
basing
choice to let you know.
I'm basing that on death, but yeah, you're right. We don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying. But I, as two people who believe in some sort of, whatever
Something else.
particle afterlife, it seems like there's choice.
There might be.
It seems like you think your mom's around all the time. I
Yeah.
bet she chooses that.
Yeah. Yeah,
And maybe the
that's
most amount of choice.
interesting.
But I just really want to push that. I think when we look at Taylor Swift and we look at Elon Musk and we look at Trump and we look at these people, we think that's freedom, and it is freedom, but that doesn't mean it's bliss. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's this eternal happiness.
Yeah, I would argue that
It's
it
fucking
definitely isn't.
responsibility.
Yeah.
Because when you were saying earlier and you said, but what about when you don't want to? I accept that responsibility. That's freedom. I accept the responsibility to take care of myself. And that is freedom to me.
Hmm.
So if I don't want to get in that fucking river, Joe, I might not. And that's the I'm going to be responsible for my freedom.
Hmm.
And the consequence is something I'll accept.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Freedom is scary and it's unknown, and it is all up to you. And it's scary to have every single thing in your hand. And we get so scared to be so in control because the only motherfucker I can blame is me. And that's scary, to put yourself on your head on an own stake.
And does it even need blame?
But like, if you don't like the outcome, I'm willing to blame myself. That's okay.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
blame myself.
Yeah, and you know what? That's why I don't feel like I have any regret about anything in my life.
Sure.
Because I don't think I blame myself. I just accept this is what I chose, and I live with that.
It was like our last podcast. Every consequence I've had is a reward.
Yeah. Yeah.
And every reward I get has a consequence.
Yeah.
So that's what freedom is.
Yeah. It's funny that our nation is, we think we are the free world. We think we are the nation of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
America is free. Yeah. And I really just think that they've been selling the wrong, gimmick.
Everyone is free.
We already are. Yeah.
Every single person on this earth is free. And I know it might not feel that way, and that's going to feel bad for people who are like, oh, these people aren't free. That's not what I'm saying. There is freedom of autonomy in your choice and who you get to be, and what you get to think and decide. That is
where you are.
Yes.
Yeah. Wherever you are.
Where the fuck you are in your reality is freedom.
Yeah. That's why I say I don't care who comes where. If you need to come here and be here.
Yeah.
I ain't got no control over you.
So if anybody ever sees Hitler walk on the street, send him over to my house. I got questions. For real, though.
That won't be my civilization.
For real. Oh, no, I don't want my
choose
civilization. He's obviously way more influencing than I am. I don't want that. That scares my desire. No. Wow, this was something. We took a lot of our aggressive energy today.
I'm sorry.
And we put it, it's okay.
I'm sorry I almost threw something at you earlier.
Don't be sorry. But that's human, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anger issues are issues. I think they're just anger, and we don't know how to manage as each other. And things like,
true.
You know what I mean? Like, you're allowed to get angry. You're allowed to yell things at me, and I'm allowed to say, all right, that was fine. Seriously, I don't give a fuck. It didn't hurt
Yeah.
me.
Today might have been the most debating we've done.
Oh, and like this?
Mm-hmm.
I think today
Check
was the
said,
most
yeah.
yelling you've done at me.
Yeah. I was going hard because I'm like, you're not going to ask me the questions you've asked me, and I'm not going to ask you the
I know.
same.
And I let you.
I was trying to get you in that corner.
I know. I felt it. I was in it.
You were
I
in
was
it.
in it. You really were making me consider. I was like, maybe she's right on something. And not that you weren't right on a lot of those things. I think we were trying to say a lot of the same things in different avenues.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch this back. I think that is just life is aren't we all just saying the
How
same
could I
fucking
ever know what
thing?
you're thinking?
Yeah, but we're all saying the same thing. You don't know what I'm thinking or how I got there, but in the end,
Yeah, you're actually just spitting like blabbering things at me and I'm like putting them into a system in my
you're like,
brain and I'm like, okay. Yeah. Based on how somebody taught me how that should go in my head, this is what I'm thinking.
Cal said, I'll let you know next week.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I won't.
You won't.
Something I don't do is overthink.
Oh, I do.
Oh
I'll do it
no.
for us.
I have too many thoughts to overthink. Like I'm on
Oh,
to the
there's not
next.
space. Oh, you've moved. Okay.
Oh, I'm on and then like I don't ever reread text messages. Ever. I've never gone back or reread text
I mean, I
messages.
think I do it less now than I used to,
It
for
is
sure.
amazing to people who do that to me. I have so many questions about that.
Yeah, I think it
We
shows.
should talk about overthinkers. I have a lot of questions about you guys.
I think it shows you don't reread a message.
I don't. I don't. I have messages that people have sent to me in some of the most depths, like in some of the most times that you would be appalled that I just never read. I said, I don't want that to change my influence.
Hmm.
So I just deleted it. There was one time I handed it to one of my friends and I said, delete that message before I read it.
Oh, God.
And I'll never know what it says.
I don't have that self-control yet.
But you do.
But I do.
You don't want to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, now Rachel's getting cunty.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Comments. What?
Sorry.
We need
Take
to,
it
like,
back. Take
bring
it back.
them
Take it
in,
back.
don't
Take it back.
we?
Take it
We're
back.
just
Take
like,
it
get
back.
out of here.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah. No, actually, I am interested in what people think freedom is.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what people think freedom is. I am interested in what 5 people those people are going to bring in their civilization. I'll put the list up somewhere. When I put it on Instagram, I'll put up the list of people. You guys can tell me which motherfuckers
Oh,
you
yeah.
bring. And if you bring therapist and if you bring philosopher, therapist is Rachel, philosopher is Quel.
You're
So
bringing
keep
us.
that in mind. There, you don't
Please
get it.
bring us.
Yeah.
Need us.
No, you need us. My desire tells me that your desire wants this.
What if we wind up in the same civilization again together?
Oh, we'll argue and it'll be fine.
We'll be great.
Yeah, we'll be great. It would be so bad. We would be delusional enough that people would be like, I want to be on whatever they're on. We'd be like, come on over, kids.
Anarchy. We're taking each other out.
We're eating sand and shit. We have no clue.
All right, guys, leave your comments below. Engage with us. Tell us what you think. Freedom, whatever it is you want. We love you.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see you guys. I'm letting you finish the rest. Okay, we'll
See you next time.
see you next week.
Bye.